Okay, so we need to talk about Escape Room real quick. I want to start off by saying I was dead fucking wrong about this movie.
Oh no, he wouldn't. Cause like, what's funny about this? I just asked him a question. I asked him, what do you think is gonna happen? Then he gave his opinion about what he thought was gonna happen. I was just sitting there smiling the whole entire time while he's sitting there watching the movie, and I can just tell by the look in his eyes, he's trying to figure out what's going on. Nah, every time he's wrong. Every fucking time, like, oh shit.
Yeah, because I'm gonna do my best not to give away the movie because Escape Room, a lot like the escape rooms that is the premise for this show.
Yep.
A show for this movie. I feel like once you've seen it, you are obligated not to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because if you do, you.
I didn't tell you that.
You ruin the experience.
Yeah, I didn't even tell you that. I didn't even tell him for like what, about like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, it was about 3 or 4 months we were talking about doing this one.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, so if you're not familiar with the concept of an escape room, an escape room is basically a themed room where you walk in and you have a bunch of clues that are designed to be as brain-teasing, brain-bending as possible.
Yeah.
I believe you have a few hours to solve it.
Yeah.
And you can do this in real life. That's a real thing you can do.
Yeah.
And what you do is, as a team, or I guess by yourself if you want to.
Yeah. Either one's fine. You do it either way.
You solve as many riddles as you can to try to find a way out.
Yeah, that's it.
Now with this escape room, you go the only way go in that they do go through multiple rooms.
Yeah,
otherwise it would be a very boring film.
It's in total about 4 rooms in total.
Yeah, about four or 5 rooms, I think.
But it's 5.
Okay, so it's 5 rooms.
Yeah, 5 rooms.
And each room does serve a purpose to the film. So that's all I'm gonna give you with that one.
And as far as for me, I'm gonna say each one of them are very unique.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
And the puzzle you have to solve, I was actually legitimately surprised at how different each one was.
Yeah.
But no, I was so wrong. Like the people that I thought were going to be behind it, I was wrong about. The individuals I thought were going to be involved or who were going to last long, I was completely wrong about.
Yeah.
And it escalates quick.
Oh yeah.
It escalates quick. But the one thing that I did call from the get-go was when they walked into the first room, I was like, this is the room, isn't it? This is the start of challenge. And I was right about that.
No, you was right, yeah.
But after that, I spent the whole movie
Yeah.
trying to figure out what riddle was what.
Yeah.
And you have only so much time in reality because when the movie's going, like they're going.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I was trying to figure it out as they're going along. And some of the clues they don't actually what's the word? They don't actually show.
Yeah.
They find kind of later, so it's kind of hard to kind of keep up.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to solve the riddle, figure out who's behind it, guess who's gonna die next, and figure out why these specific.
And he kept getting them wrong too. I was very surprised.
I got them all wrong.
Yeah, because I'm saying like the way that he was looking and trying to digest this.
Yeah.
Like I really thought he would at least got like 3, like 3. I was like, oh my god, he didn't get none right.
No, I didn't get into it right.
That was very strange. But yeah, this was Brad's first time watching it. I've seen Escape Room like 9-10 times already, and every time I still enjoy it. It's still rewatchable.
Yeah.
I saw both versions, 1 and number 2. So he's seen number 1, but not number 2 yet. So
the only thing I will admit that I did get right was how in the opening, because how they get to this game is that they have to solve like this puzzle cube.
Yeah.
And the one thing I did get right was that this cube was meant to show how each character goes about solving these puzzles.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was a very good movie. There wasn't a lot of blood, there wasn't a lot of gore. It was very, very subdued, very minimalistic. The terror and the thrills came from the suspense.
Yeah.
It came from whether or not they were going to be able to solve it in time.
Yeah, and this is what I was telling Brad beforehand. Like, it has a soft build to it, but it's not soft.
Yeah. Yeah, I would argue that this is what Saw. This is obviously a better version of Saw.
Yeah, it is.
Well, or at least a more easily accessible version of Saw.
Yeah, but it's still better in my opinion though too.
And that's only because the focus is where it needs to be. Is on the characters and them trying to survive.
Exactly. Yes.
As opposed to Saw, which is just on how increasingly elaborate the traps get.
Yeah.
The one thing that I will criticize about the movie, well, there are a few things I will criticize about the movie, but the one thing up front is that I don't feel every single character's strengths were played throughout the film.
Okay.
Like,
I actually, let me see, hold on. I'm trying to remember. I have to disagree on because I know two of them. They actually did show their skill sets. Zoe, they did show her skills.
and she was the female lead, right?
Yeah, female lead, yes.
Yeah.
And then the other one, the one that smoked cigarettes, worked at the fish market.
I think Ben.
Yeah, Ben. Yeah. Now they did show his strengths in some areas. They did show the girl that was a soldier. They showed her strengths too. The only ones they didn't show their strengths were the stockbroker and the fireman.
Yeah.
And without but like those were the only three they showed in there, but it still worked though. It still worked.
Because what I was more or less expecting, and granted, the character development of Zoe throughout this film is amazing. This movie is very clearly designed to develop her character, and it is really very, very, very well done. But what my argument is that, at least for me personally,
Yeah.
I don't see her, and I would argue that it should have been her, Ben, and what was it, Amanda?
Yeah, Amanda. Yeah.
I feel like those three should have been butting heads a little bit more.
Well, why you say that?
Because Zoe is shown at the beginning to be a very intelligent individual. She takes her time, she studies everything.
Okay.
And we only really get that aspect of her in the first room and the second to last room.
Yeah, but I think the only reason why, and again, this is just me taking a guess. In the first scene, they probably only showed a little bit of that only because if it wasn't for that nerd being in that room, it would have kept going on.
Yeah, it would keep going on.
Because if you remember, he was the only one that was excited about the escape room. I've done 90 rooms.
Yeah.
This is the escape room.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we got this. Calm down. And then that made Ben and Amanda frustrated because they're trying to figure out why is the dude always so happy.
Yeah.
And like I said, if it wasn't for him, I think, in my opinion, it would have kept going.
Yeah, but what I'm more or less getting at is that after that, I feel like we should have had more instances of like, because Ben is shown to be a very brute force kind of problem solver. He will eventually get to this, get to the solution, but he has to brute force it. I feel like we didn't get enough of him brute forcing some problems.
Yeah, but I
feel like that should I should stress it's only been in like maybe one or two rooms.
Yeah,
not every room.
Yeah, but I'm just guessing. Probably the director did not want them to keep dragging that on and just keep a little of that in certain scenes.
Sure. And you know, I can see the argument is just. And maybe I'm overreading it because I'm still that Jason.
No, you good.
Right now.
But yeah, he is. He is.
Like I feel like with Jason, the black broker.
Yeah.
His character, I felt like he was very consistent in how he was because he's shown to be if he can find an easy solution. You say he's a cheater. I specifically say he'd rather somebody else solve it for him.
Yeah. No. I agree with that. But the reason why I was saying I probably should have used the word cheater, but I'm trying to figure out the exact word. But like he probably just probably like you said, like he's using other people to do his bidding.
Yes.
And that pissed me off because I can't say a certain scene, but like there's a certain scene where he takes advantage of somebody. And
I know.
And it gets me pissed off because like he's telling this person, hey, you do it. And I'm like, hold on, why can't you do it?
Yeah, and it consistently throughout the because he goes from being like a support character to a manipulative character to a selfish character.
Exactly.
And it is still consistent with how he solves problems
every single time. It never lets down at all.
And with Ben, yes, I will admit, if he had tried to brute force everything, it would have been a problem. So glad they got it out the way in like the first room, I think it was, right? It was the first room he got to brute force it.
Yeah.
And I feel like one more room he should have been brute forcing it.
Yeah.
But that should have been the last one. But I honestly don't know where in it he could have done it. But we also see the progression of his character go from brute forcing to thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then Zoe, I feel like she is consistent in how she solves the puzzles. Amanda and Mike.
Yes, yes, correct.
Those two, I feel like those are consistent. And Mike, I understand why he was the way he was. They didn't
Yeah.
have a lot of time to develop his character.
Right, yeah.
But that would be my one complaint.
Yeah,
Outside of that,
yeah.
honestly, I don't have too much else to complain about. It's a basic thriller plot, but it works. You know?
Oh my bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. I don't have anything to say, but no. But I actually enjoy watching that movie. Like, I could watch it over and over again and not get tired of it. But I will say the second one, they really up the ante on the puzzles and locations.
And I'm wondering how they're going to do the sequel one because the way the first one ends, it makes me believe that how they're going to do the runes is like because this one it was in one location, it was one building.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like in the sequel they're going to expand it to more than one location. At least
And-
that's the implication I got.
I'm just gonna say this. I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I like guys. Like I'm telling you, I said for the first time, and I'm saying, I really cannot tell them anything. If I even give them one little hint, it's going to ruin the whole entire
Yeah.
film. So I can't tell them anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, like, but overall, like these type of movies and these type of directions, I like.
Yeah.
But see, like that's what I mean as far as like my limitations on certain movies. I can do movies like this
Yeah.
and enjoy them, but if it's Saw, that's too much. That's over the top.
And movies like these thriller movies, these horror movies, they benefit from having a bigger cast because you have to show the stakes of
Yeah,
failure.
yeah.
If it was just a few characters,
Oh, it
sure you could show them getting seriously injured and
Yeah.
whatnot, but at some point you'd have to have a kill.
Yeah.
But I feel like with a small cast, when the kill
Yeah.
would come, it
Yeah.
would fall
Yeah.
flat ultimately.
Yeah, but I think also too, they also need a purpose.
Yes. And with Escape Room, they make excellent use of each of the characters.
Oh, they do.
Up,
They really do.
up until the last moments of each character in terms of their purpose in the plot.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I can't say that either.
Yeah, a lot of stuff we really can't say.
Yeah.
But needless to say, thriller movie,
Yeah.
people are going to die in
Yeah.
it. But and I was just waiting for the first film. Like, who's gonna be the first one to go? And the person that I legit thought was the first one to go, I was dead wrong.
Oh yeah, no, you did because I was like, no, actually, I didn't say that again. The entire time I'm watching this though, but inside my head I'm just smiling because it's like, nah, he's getting it wrong every single time.
And I think a lot of that comes from my experience with horror and thriller movies. Because
Yeah.
I'm just so used to this archetype going first, this one going
Yep.
second, this one going third.
That's how it
this
is.
movie completely threw that out the window.
Yeah.
It completely flipped the script.
I even told him this like even before we had watched it, I was like, bro, I'm telling you, it's different than any horror film or any thriller. It has Saw theme elements, but it's not like Saw. It's much better. And I'm not gonna lie, I think a part of you actually felt like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
I think a part of you did.
I will fully admit, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I probably like this is probably Zay likes this movie. This is probably just his personal take on it. But
Yeah.
after I sat down and watched it, no, you were not kidding.
Yeah.
You were not kidding. You were not kidding at all. This movie is so different to every thriller I've seen before. Because I'm seeing Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th,
Oh, Jesus.
Alien, Predator. I'm used to seeing and I'm used to seeing like these also these cheesy kind of thriller movies like say
Yeah.
something like Krampus or
Oh God. Ugh.
or Scream, for example.
Oh, I can't watch Scream.
After the first Scream, the first Scream I thought was alright. Everything later, but you get the point.
Yes.
I'm used to these things following these
Yeah.
kind of tropes and whatnot. The fact that this movie basically changed, basically flipped the script and did it in a believable way. It wasn't doing it just to be doing it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to avoid the term subverting expectations because that's a stupid ass term that is only
Yeah.
people who think they're smart.
But I
not.
think, but I think honestly in this case it works. So, because I'm telling you, like he was very surprised. He was very surprised and shocked of the outcomes that were happening in the movie.
Yeah.
He was like, whoa, I did not expect this.
And then the big reveal at the
Yeah.
end as to why this occurred and what was going on.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bigger, grander scheme, and to some degree
Yes.
it is, but in some instances it's not. And that's all I want to say about it.
Yeah, I'm just going to say this, and this will not spoil anything. It is a bigger plot afoot.
Yeah.
I just can't say what, but it is a bigger plot afoot.
And when I say bigger plot, I mean it's like
Yeah,
there's a lot more going
Yeah.
on behind the scenes.
Yes.
But as far as like meaning goes, and when people say bigger picture, like the overall meaning, the
Yeah.
stuff behind it, I feel like it's actually more mundane. But the actual act of the stuff happening, that's where the bigger stuff comes
Yeah,
from.
yes.
So that's what I'm figuring. But
Yeah.
once again, I could 100% be wrong because I was completely wrong about this one. So we'll see what happens. Have they greenlit a sequel?
They,
I mean, a third movie?
yeah, there's rumors. I think they have, but I think they're still trying to figure out either the script or the plot or something like that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but they're in talks of doing a third one.
We'll see. Well, depending on how the second one goes out and ends, I'll be able to see for myself how difficult it would be to continue on from that.
Yeah, but I'll say this: if they don't, it's fine how to end it.
So what you're saying is that if Escape Room never gets a third one, it never becomes a trilogy, you'd be happy with where the series is at right now.
In a way, but it. So I'm 50-50 because I'll be alright with it, but at the same time, it kind of sets up for a third one.
Yeah.
But like I said, if they don't do it because of budget and money issues, I don't know. I'm saying I don't know. I'm guessing. I will sort of be okay with it. At the same time, I won't be because of that major cliffhanger.
Okay.
But I really want them to make. I'll say just make two more, but on that fourth one, make it just a big grand finale.
Okay.
That's how I want it to end.
So you think there could be so you think you could logistically get two more movies?
I think based off the scripts and based off the actors, I think they can push to just for four.
Just four?
Just four, and that's it.
Anything past that?
No. If you go past four, you're on that trend.
Yeah.
Don't do that trend. No, just do. I'll say your max you can do four. If not four, three.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. That's actually interesting to look at because because honestly, despite the fact that I know how the first one ends,
Yes.
I would have thought this was a one and done.
Yeah. No. Actually.
Because it seems way too
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
Right?
But like and see when I had first watched it. Now the ending that we saw, the way when I first watched it, how I saw it, I thought like, okay, well, I mean, it ended there, so we understand. But when they made the announcement, the second one was like, oh, I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that.
Yeah.
And it shocked me, but yeah, but I mean, I'm actually surprised. But again, they could surprise me on the third one, but I really hope they make a third one. I really want them to though, and I really want them to go out. I really want them to make it even bigger.
Yeah.
Bigger, and probably I would say if I wanted more, probably maybe make it more suspenseful, just a little bit more. It works. It works what it has right now, but I feel like more suspenseful and more thriller, it could work a little bit more. Yeah, but.
Yeah, that's interesting to look at. That's an interesting opinion to have.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know that inevitably, depending on how successful the sequel is, they'll probably just keep going.
Yeah, but I don't want them. I don't want to be on that trend.
Yeah.
That trend because, like we had talked about like before, like if you keep bringing stuff out and keep doing this repetitive of doing the same movie over and over again, it's going to get old real quick.
And this movie was actually very successful, wasn't
No,
it?
no, it did. No, it did amazing. It actually got its money back.
Yeah, I think I think it like doubled it's production budget, right?
Yeah, because it was.
And the thing is that it's like, you know, once again, props to the movie. I think the success is warranted.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that no other thriller tried to replicate what the Escape Room did.
Yeah, I don't think, honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't think nobody could, not on this level. I don't think nobody could. I honestly.
Now, I don't mean in the sense of making like an escape room.
Yeah.
I mean like basically taking the template of how they went about formulating their horror.
Yeah, gotcha.
Or their template.
Yeah. So their budget was $9 million.
Uh-huh.
And
that.
yeah, and then let's see, box office was $155.7 million.
Oh no, they more than doubled it,
yeah.
the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
But again, though, that's a good budget to have. Though.
Yeah.
We have a low budget like that, and you make double or triple that. That's good.
and being honest with you, I feel like horror movies, or at least thriller movies, I won't say thrillers that are horror movies because they kind of the thriller. Either way, I feel like they benefit more from a lower budget
Yeah.
than any other film genre out there.
Yeah, but I think it goes back to what she was talking about. Like directors always want to go big
Yeah.
with everything, and I don't know why. Just keep it. Just keep it just keep it like in a small contained like room or one location,
Yeah.
and just make the story like bigger than what it seems.
Yeah.
Because again, like you said, they had it in one location, but they had different rooms of it. It was huge, though.
Yeah.
So it worked. It was efficient.
And I feel like if they did do multiple locations in the sequel, what they would do or what they should do is have it set on one location but go to multiple buildings.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, but I would say they would have to find a way to make it where we're still confused and but still keep us engaged on trying to figure out where we at, because what I mean is when you were watching it, you thought it was a whole different building or a different room, something like that.
Yeah.
But entirely it was just one building and
Yeah.
4 rooms.
Yeah.
So yeah. As long as they keep the audience guessing, it will work. But if they don't, then it might fall flat a little bit because it might become obvious to the audience.
Because every thriller movie lives and dies by its gimmick.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Horror films really live and die by the concept of their main slasher.
Yeah.
For movies like this, especially Escape Room, I would argue Escape Room has painted itself into a corner with this, but it's a corner that they can maneuver around. It lives and dies by how elaborate the escape room is.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It is, and yeah, I don't know. They did a very good job, like doing all those sets up.
Yeah.
It was incredible though with that. But the acting is actually what made it better too.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if it wasn't for the acting, I wouldn't have believed this.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing how the sequel pans out. Now,
Yeah.
I can actually say, well, this is not a movie that I would. Let's say this movie's on my shelf,
Yes.
and I'm trying to figure a movie out to watch. It wouldn't be my first choice.
Gotcha.
But if I'm bored of everything else, it wouldn't be a bad follow. It would be
Okay.
plan B or C. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would sit down and watch the movie again sometime.
Okay. Yeah. But I will say this again. Like I said, you can guess all you want the second one. You still won't get it.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna still do it anyway.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
I'm
Cause
gonna do it.
I tried to. Nah, I still didn't get it. I was wrong every time.
Yeah.
I was wrong every single time. I was like, how in the world y'all doing this? And still keep me guessing what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, now honestly, like I really enjoyed this movie. It's very good for what it was. Very good.
And I guess that's all we got time for when it comes to Escape Room.
Yeah.